Hey friends, it's Rachel with the Ponds Farmhouse, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some really clever Easter eggs to decorate with for this holiday. I'm actually going to be using some balloons and some toilet paper, and we're going to make paper mache Easter eggs, and I'm going to actually be making 3 different styles. So I'm going to show you first of all how you get the paper mache started on the eggs on these balloons, and then after they dry, I'll show you how we're going to make 3 different designs out of these fun little eggs. And it's such an easy and inexpensive way to do crafts. It's a great way to do it with your kids. And everybody's amazed at how beautiful they look when you're finished. So let's get started. First of all, we need our toilet paper, and you want to go ahead and break it up into pieces. And I just go ahead and break it up, with the seams that are on there. And then you're going to also need a spray bottle of water. You can do your balloons in any size that you choose. This is a large balloon, so it's going to take a little while to cover it. And I'm just putting it on a vase here just to kind of keep it steady. But you can do different things with it to, steady a bowl, even a glass will help hold it up to get it started. But so what we're going to first of all do is just go ahead, and we want to go ahead and wet that first piece of tissue paper or toilet paper. We want to get it good and wet, and we're just going to start layering it on like a medium-sized brush here. And what I'm going to do after I get it on, I'm going to go ahead and wet it down some more because we want it to be really good and wet here, and then kind of use your brush to just make sure it smooths down over the top of your balloon. It doesn't have to be perfect because paper mache is definitely not perfect, but kind of get the bubbles out. That's what I like to do. Okay, so we got one piece on. We're going to go ahead and I'm just going to wet this down a little bit and go ahead and lay another one on top of it. That's kind of the easiest way to do it. Just get that everything wet, good and wet is the key. But you don't want to tear it. You want it to be on there to where it's not torn. And we're going to put several layers on here, so this, this can take a little while. So I'll speed that camera up and let you watch it so that you don't, get bored. But we're going to get one layer on pretty much, where we want it on this balloon. And then once we have one done, we can easily go ahead and put that second layer over the top. I'm going to put about 3 layers, I think. This is kind of a new craft for me, so I'm going to kind of play it by ear and see what it feels like. But you want it thick so that it doesn't fall apart once you dry it. So we're going to go ahead and get all these pieces on here, and then I'll be coming back in and sharing how we're doing this. Okay, now that I'm getting closer to the bottom of my balloon, I'm going to turn it up so I'm not damaging it and putting the rest of this first coverage on. And we want to get that good and covered as in all the areas that we want it. I'm not going all the way to the peak here. I'm going to go ahead and just put it close to the very top, because this is one that I'm going to do a cracked egg effect on. So it's not going to be as important that it be completely covered all the way to the top. And I find that using the spray bottle is much more effective than trying to do this whole thing with a brush, because it's very hard to get it covered without damaging the balloon. I mean, not the balloon, but the tissue. So what I'm doing now, so though I've got this one completely covered now, and we've got that first coverage on. So now what I want to do is set it aside for just a minute, and then I'm going to come back and start a second round. And you can use your hands too to kind of make sure you've got it completely patted down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a smaller container. Let me grab one real quick. I'm actually going to just use this little clay pot, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to attempt to balance this balloon right there on the clay pot. So see, it's not touching where the tissue is. So now we're ready to start adding another round of tissue onto what we've already done. I like to get that first coverage on completely so that you know you've got everything covered pretty evenly underneath. That way when you put this, the next layers on, you don't have to be quite as particular. You just want to get a good thickness there. So I'm going ahead and breaking up some of these toilet paper pieces so that we've got them ready to roll once I start layering on top of this. And like I said, I'm going to do about 3 rounds to make sure I have a good sturdy eggshell when it's finished. I feel like that you need at least that many. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and get started again. We're going to just start right on the very top here, adding more on. And I'm still going to try to keep it where I'm, you know, layering, and not. I'm actually finding that using my hands is working pretty good here. So, excepting it's wanting to fall off its little pedestal. Okay. You see how the water just really helps to flatten it down. Okay, we've got 3 coats of toilet paper, wet toilet paper all over our balloon, and we're ready to hang it up and let it dry. And the way I'm going to do this is I just have a big safety pin here, and I'm just going to run it through the balloon here. And I can't carry my camera with me, but I'm going to take it over here, and I'm going to put it on one of my coat hangers right in the center here. And then once I get it on there, hang on. All right, so now I'm going to just go hang it back over on the coat rack where it's not touching anything else. And then that way it'll have plenty of room to dry. Okay, I'm back and our paper mache eggs are dry, so we're ready to pop the balloon and get that out of there so that we can now manipulate these eggs and shape them up the way we want them shaped. So just get all the air out of the balloon and gently bring the balloon out. Then you can go ahead and cut or do whatever you want to with your paper mache egg. This one, I'm going to do a cracked egg. This is one of the larger ones, and so I'm doing a crack on it at the top, just cutting kind of like a zigzag shape, and it doesn't have to be perfect because, again, if you crack an egg, it's not going to have a perfect shape to it. So just go ahead and crack that, cut that paper mache away so that you've got a fun eggshell here. See how cute that is? That's going to be so fun. Now, our next one, what we're doing is we're going to actually cut out the center of it instead of the top. So I'm using an X-Acto knife, first of all, just to get a little cut in it without damaging the egg. You can see it's a little soft. So what I'm going to do then is take the scissors and begin to cut out an oval shape in this. And then we have one final egg that I'm going to be sharing. And this one, we're leaving it intact. And what I'm doing is just adding a little quick dry glue here. And I have taken some of my flowers that I have put in my flower press. And I'm going to be adding those to this cute little egg to give a very decorative look to it. These flowers I dried last year, and so they're really good and crispy, but they are holding up really nicely because they've been in the flower press for a couple of months. And so you just want to put just enough glue on there to hold your flower in place. And I'm being very delicate picking these up with some tweezers so that hopefully I won't break them any more than I have to. But we're just going to go ahead and cover this egg with these flowers, and then I'm going to show you how each of these different types of eggs can be decorated and how they look in the decor. So let's finish up this egg real quickly, and I will share how they look. Okay, I'm going to begin by showing you the cracked eggs as a centerpiece, and then the other two eggs that we did, I'm going to show you how they look.